Zane and I, we have the same hairstylist, and so it's interesting because your hairstylist is like kind of like your therapist, but not your therapist.
I tell her everything.
So,
I talk about you, everybody.
But you know, the whole thing with therapists is that
I'm gonna go there.
You know, patient confidentiality. But I always hear like what Zane's kind of been up to from like her eyes.
She tells me that all my friends that go to her, they ask about me. They like talk about
How's
me.
Zane doing?
It's not even that, just like talking shit almost.
Oh,
I don't talk shit about my friends to her.
She said that she either brought up or y'all had talked about getting laser hair removal.
I didn't. I never brought that up. She's the one that brought it up. She's like, you should get hair laser removal. I'm like, what the fuck is that? She's like, you can literally, to your beard line of where you trim, you can get it lasered and hair will never grow there. I was like, I didn't even know you can do that.
It in the like back of his neck. So it always looks
got
clean.
a hairy neck.
So you can do it anywhere?
Well, you know, it's just like the baby hairs that grow, and then when your barber always kind of like straight razors it down.
It's gross. That's when when I see that, that's when I know I need a haircut. When the hair like starts going all
coming
the way
up the back of your shirt.
I don't know.
So you can get that lasered and not have to worry about it. But.
I would do the neck, but I still have this dream of having a giant beard at some point in my life. Like one day I will have a full on.
Yeah, but you don't need the.
You could be like a part-time Santa Claus too.
Yeah, I just have this vision of it, and I know you kind of need this down here to.
You don't need that part to.
Oh yeah, that's where you get your length and your.
I thought the length comes from like the front of your chin.
Yeah, it's all hair. Just
I know, but like I feel like
it's still just. Imagine.
Would it go white? Do you know like your genetics? Like, did you have a grandpa who had like a big white beard?
No,
I don't think you're a gray family, right?
not really. My dad is still got dark hair. His beard is still dark. Like if he. Okay. I mean, there's some gray, but not.
My grandpa, white, platinum.
White
so you could do Santa Claus.
I could be potentially.
I'm always curious.
But I'm Arab too. I feel like I've never seen an Arab with white hair.
Everybody's hair turns white when they get old, and like.
Not everybody's.
I feel like at some point, if you live long enough, it's gonna turn white.
Yeah, and with all the drinking and drugs, I'm definitely gonna have white hair very soon.
We got a big problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me just get this out of the way real quick. Do you guys have a checkbook on you? Cash, PayPal, Venmo?
On me right now.
Right now.
Do I need what? You're asking for an investment? You need money?
No, I'm asking for my money from last episode. My $135.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't remember ever shaking. On it.
We did an air shake.
We did, and I didn't even want to make the bet.
You could just
so you hold on. So you won. It was an early spring.
No, it was just Heath. We all bet against him.
Late winter. We all said early spring.
No.
So we're all just gonna split the pot of 130.
Yeah.
And I will be following up on this.
That's fine. Yeah, hey, baby, get your bread. You need it.
I don't blame you. I was a little.
I just haven't won anything in gambling recently, so I gotta fix
You
this.
relapse from it.
Did we clarify for the people who didn't watch the last episode? We made a bet about the groundhog, and the groundhog did not see his. He did not see a shadow.
Hold on, wait. Are we gonna just take Heath's word for it?
I don't know.
All the
comments from the last episode were like, "Ooh, Heath, get that bag."
Oh, really? I didn't see it. I didn't see any comments. Interesting. I'm gonna have to research.
You were trying to delete them all.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, you woodchucker.
We'll get you that money, baby.
Thank you.
And make sure to take that money and spend it on Patreon, baby. We have a Patreon channel. If you didn't know. Woo! It's only $5 a month. We don't have 3 tiers anymore. Just 1 tier. You get everything. Well, not everything. You get the best of the best from each tier, all in 1 tier for just $5, baby.
And that's right. And Netflix right now is up in their subscription. So it's like, don't keep paying more for Netflix. Just pay for the Patreon. That's enough entertainment.
You're going to get early access to these podcasts. They're going to be ad-free. You'll get it a couple days early. We also do a live show once a month on there. And then we also have a Discord where we hang out, chat with everybody, give little updates, news.
And we also have high episodes on there also.
Right.
And when you pay the $5 now, you get everything that we've been posting since we started. Once you pay the $5.
I'd pay $5 just to watch the high episode.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you know what? I would like it so much that once I was on there, I'd be like, I got to watch another and another. And the next thing I know, I'm just fully subscribed.
I kind of wish we could just post it public.
I haven't even seen it.
It's got to be exclusive, baby.
Well, I don't know.
You just said that you pay $5 to watch it. You just said that.
I said
he only watches if he's in something.
He's in all of them.
No, that's what I'm saying. He only watches what he's in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we're recording one this week, so get your panties ready.
Ooh, okay.
Because we're about to get Hasfoot.
How come girls get to be
Patreon.com/Zane and Heath.
That's
right. We'll have the link down below, and we'll have it right here too.
We'll see you guys
right
there.
Baby. See you there.
Let's intro this bitch.
Of course, baby. It's coffee time, baby. Woo!
Hey, what are you jerking it? What the fuck was that?
I was dancing. I didn't know there's not a lot of fucking room in here.
Pervert.
Smallest room in your fucking
Freako
house.
weirdo.
So make a podcast in your smallest room.
This is actually the biggest bedroom.
Is it really?
Yes.
And you gave it to us?
Yes.
Aw,
Ungrateful bitch.
That's so sweet. Well, welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered.
I'm Heath.
I'm Zane.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mariah.
And we're Unfiltered.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, baby. Welcome back to another Monday, Tuesday. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. We haven't done that since like the third episode.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning and Tuesday
Wherever you guys are listening, whether you're driving to work
or exercising,
On a walk, committing to your New Year's resolutions.
Committing crimes.
Exactly. Whatever you guys are doing.
What would happen if like somebody committed like a terrible crime and they were listening to our podcast? Would we be like canceled for that?
I don't
What?
think so.
If they committed a crime while listening to us,
Like it seems like we encouraged it.
Right. Like, you know, when like
Oh, based
Marilyn
on something
Manson
that
was
we
tied to like a
said.
school shooting, that's all they listened to. And then they were like, they were huge Unfiltered fans. What are these people listen like
Like people going after Eminem because
of a
kids-
bad influence?
Remember,
Yeah.
hold on. Remember, there was something that we saw where there's a kid that did something bad and he was wearing a clickbait hoodie.
Oh,
remember that? What was that?
I remember that.
What was he doing? I remember that we were sending it to each other like, oh my God, this is fucking insane that he's wearing a clickbait hoodie. He was doing something
Was
bad.
he arrested?
I don't know.
I don't remember what it was, but it was something where we were like, oh shit.
I can't believe that we like.
I wonder if somebody got into a car accident while listening to the podcast.
I bet it's happened. Hopefully, but I don't want to manifest
Like
that.
where it's like I hope not, but where it's total, then you just hear us talk.
Oh, they're recording and
They're
it's still
upside
playing.
down.
The volume's still going and we're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's awful.
Can I tell you something that it was disgusting that happened to me
What?
today? Okay, so you know how we've been doing our meals, right?
Yeah.
So I got home and I was like, oh, I need to eat my breakfast now before it's too late because we have to eat our meals. And I took my meal into the bath. This is really fucking gross. I took my meal into the bathroom. And I was sitting there on the toilet. Obviously, I was, doing my business. I was sitting there and I was eating while I was making, right? I was eating my egg bites.
While disposing.
While disposing, exactly. So I'm eating these egg bites and they're like cooked to brown. So like there's like, it's, the. Dude,
I
know where this is going.
I have no idea what you're explaining.
worried.
So okay, so I'm like, I'm eating. I eat all my food, right? I eat all my food, and then I put my tray down, and I'm wiping.
It did not go right.
No
for
way,
you.
I'm wiping, and I'm done. And I was like, oh,
No,
it was a little egg.
shut up.
There's a little egg on my
Shut
hand.
up.
Wait, no. I mean, no. I did not.
Zane.
No, I did not. I did not lick it. Okay, but I was like, oh, that must be. And I went, like, I put it straight on my face.
What the
Without
fuck?
thinking. And I was like, must be egg. I was like, nope, that's not egg.
Oh,
Wait, how the fuck are you wiping and getting poop on your hand?
Because so I'm like using these towelettes, right? And I'm like wiping and like
Towelettes.
sometimes, so I use the same one. I don't use one at a time. I like fold it. So I'm not wasting.
Right.
So I'll fold it.
Yeah,
and I'll fold
I do
it.
that. I
And
do
there's
that.
times where like a little bit of your hand like scrapes on your ass.
No.
And
that's why you get a
okay,
bidet.
Heath, I'm sure you're completely clean every time you fucking wipe your ass.
Well, I'm like really bad about it. I use way too much toilet paper. Kind of clog it frequently. I use way too much. I will literally fold it and I fold it not over each other. So it's a big giant,
So it's thick.
yeah, so it's wide.
Yeah, you're like my dad with like just like paper towels. Like when my dad's cleaning the kitchen, he'll just like wrap it 8 times. He's like,
Yeah.
the towelettes are just nicer. It's wet. It's like I don't have to use a bunch of toilet paper. I'm
Yes,
I'm saving the environment.
You
know?
turned me on to like
Wet
wipes?
the dude wipes. Oh my
All right,
gosh.
nice.
Yeah. And I got a bidet too. I'm cleaning.
Oh,
the whistle.
bidets are great. And when you just let it sit there,
You're like,
oh my God. I guess you're going. I should make an OnlyFans where we're using our bidet.
Jesus.
okay.
You sell the bidet water?
You know where I thought the story was going though? I thought you were like eating the eggs and then you suddenly realized that they were like old and then that like upset your stomach and then you had to turn around and then throw up into your poop bowl.
Oh no, that's pretty.
that
fucking
really gross? I'm
That's
sorry.
definitely happened before, but I've never done that. That's
You've thrown
fucking
up
disgusting.
This is gone. This is starting off great. Have you thrown up into your poop bowl, Mariah?
I have
Mariah,
not.
she's a girl.
I bet
They don't-
Mariah's
girls don't do
poops are
that.
like 5, 6, 7, 8. We're out and we're done and we're moving and grooving.
It's like a chorus line.
Mariah's like 5, 6,
They're
7,
like little
8.
rockets.
But they're like little pellets, and they're like they line up as a circle.
It's like goat poop. They just like trickle out the little beads.
Oh, man.
And it doesn't smell like poop. It just smells like
it's
just
gone.
Santal
Yeah.
13. Oh, it doesn't.
You're not far off.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's fucking gross. I'm sorry, guys. I felt like I had to say
So
that.
you smelled it off of your hand and was
Yeah, I like touched my
Like
face.
a
It was
bump
really
of
gross.
cocaine. He was just like-
I immediately showered after. I was so disgusted with myself. But yeah, that happened. You know, it's shit gross like that happens to you. As long as it's yourself
Hey,
and not
shit
someone
happens.
else's. No one else's. You know, fucking poop. You know, it's my own. It's my own fecal.
I admire you because like I could never like if that happened, it would be like that never happened. Nobody will
Bury
ever
it
know.
deep down.
Zane's like, this is me.
I
Don't stop Casino
I think it's okay because everybody has had those like really gross moments that's happened and they just like keep it to themselves.
all right.
all right. Well, okay.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop. Heath and I started our fitness journey. The
Yes,
last
we
time we
did.
talked about this, it was before we started. February 1st was our first, or it was our first day that day.
We're 8 days into it today.
Yeah, so we didn't get to fully like experience it before telling you guys, but fucking A, it's our 8th day right now.
Y'all seem less sore.
We're-
Definitely less sore, but for some reason it's taken everything out of us. And no matter what we do, I cannot get energy because our portions for our meals, we have a strict menu. So it's breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's already set out, ready to go. But the calories are significantly less than we're used to. So I feel like we're not getting enough nutrients in us.
because when we order, I feel like when we DoorDash food, the calorie count just for one meal is
our daily
1,400
allowance.
calories. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
It's
we're
crazy.
So that's going down to like 400 to 500 calories a meal. And it's still like filling. It's a lot of food, but it's not satisfying.
Yeah.
So you're eating the whole thing, you clear it, and you're just like, I'm fucking starving. But you have to wait to the next meal in
You
a
said
few
something
hours.
interesting today where you hit a switch where you're eating now to survive, not eating for pleasure.
It's a weird
Yeah.
thing I'm trying,
Like
kind of
he's
getting a
trained
grip
now.
on.
Yeah.
Before I would just be like, I'm going to eat because I want to taste this right now. And it was more pleasure. It was just like, I'm going to eat it because I'm craving this food. Now it's, I'm going to eat because I need to get energy in my body. I need to get nutrients. I don't care what it is. And I'm eating to feed my body. And there is no pleasure in it. It's just
It's
keeping the machine running.
It's almost
so
better.
weird.
It's almost better that you're like that. We're like, I'd rather not eat anything than have to eat these fucking meals every day. Because it's like a chore to eat these meals. Like to wake up and eat this meal and then have to have that shake and then have that lunch and then you're barely like you're hungry but you're not hungry. You don't want to eat the dinner.
Yeah,
you
you're just
have
kinda
to
like-
eat the
You
dinner.
don't have your freedom that you used to have, where it's like, what's really on the menu today? Even though it
Exactly.
is different, it's just being served in that thing. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, it's almost in a way like you're in jail, even though the food is like better what
It
you're eating.
feels
It's
like,
it's
like school lunch.
Eat
This
up.
is what we got.
Ding, ding, ding.
We're waking up at 7:30 every morning, which is fucking insane for me at least because I'm waking up
Feels
at
good.
11 a.m. every day.
Who's the better riser?
I'm
better-
up at 6:45 because I'm
he's-
further away.
Yeah, and I mean, normally I feel like he's up at like 8 anyways, like every morning. Right?
Yeah,
So it's not
the
normal.
early morning doesn't bother me. It's just the insane amount of soreness we've been feeling because we've never put our bodies through it like this intensely. So everything shut down a couple days into it. And it was to the point where we could barely walk. We couldn't sit down without it hurting. Anything we did was excruciating pain.
And we had to keep working out on top of it. Like, you know, when you're sore, you usually take a day
Yeah.
off.
It's 2
We
hours
had
at the
to
gym
keep
every day.
going. We
Oh
had to
my
keep going.
gosh.
And we kept on telling Ilya and Alex is like helping Ilya train us while he's gone. But they're both telling us like, you have to keep going. We're like, it's so fucking sore. Like we're hurting so bad. And it's like, you have
Yeah,
to
but
keep
you got over
going.
that hump of like
Yeah.
the worst soreness you've been through. Now your body's used to like, okay, you're in a little pain. Let's just keep going.
I'm hoping it gets
Exactly.
easier from here.
It
It's
seems
got
like
to.
it.
And how many days does it take to make a habit, right? Isn't there
21 days.
21 days
Oh,
to
you're
make a
doing
habit?
great.
Almost
We
there.
are.
Yeah.
After 8 days though, I've lost 5 pounds. Heath has lost like what, 6, 7
I
pounds?
started at like 194, 195. I'm at 187 right now.
And it's been 8 days?
Yeah.
Crazy.
She's like a pound a day.
We've completely, our
7
bodies
pounds.
are like in shock right now because they cannot believe the greens we're putting in our body.
Wow.
Aren't
And
you
then
getting
feeling
excited
good.
now that you're losing weight? You're like,
It's
exciting.
working. It's just crazy how quick too. Like it's
It
crazy seeing like results. So
It feels good to prove ourselves wrong.
Yeah.
yeah, Exactly.
Going into something thinking that we can't do it, overcoming it, you get like, you do start feeling confident. You start feeling better in yourself because you're like, wow, I didn't think I could do this and I just did it.
Yeah,
It's those little daily tasks.
Keep push and play. Do your
Yeah.
best. Forget the rest.
Exactly.
PIDX, baby.
One day, one morning before we went to the gym, David hit us up and he said before going to the gym, it was like at 8 a.m. He asked us to go see this house with him.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, okay, like what's this house? It must be fucking crazy if you're making us like wake up early and go before we go to the gym. And it was early. We had to be there at like 8 a.m. And then we get there. It was the biggest house in LA.
The one.
The one. It was the
It
one.
is the
Oh,
one.
y'all went to the one.
Yes.
Went to the one. Yeah.
He didn't tell us that, and we pulled up, and I was like, "How much is this?" And he was like, "It's going on sale at $295 million."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wait, is
yeah.
this?" I jokingly was like, "Is this the one?" And he was like, "Actually, it is." And I was like, "It's the one."
Like we were driving around the property. Like we were driving on this.
And keep in mind, guys, the house they named it the one. I'm not saying like it's the one.
Right.
I think it's called the one because the address is one. It's like that's one.
Like they
The-
created its own
Address
street.
is one.
I think that's why they called it the one.
Oh, I thought it was just so extravagant and big. It's like
That's
the
what I-
one.
Oh, the one. If anything, it'd be called one. Then.
I've walked around it one time because I was
Massive.
walking from one party to another party and we were just like, let's just walk down the street. And I passed it and I was like, good grief.
It takes
this is
like
a
3
mall.
minutes to drive around the whole fucking property.
So what did we think?
It's 105,000 square feet of house.
That's not a home.
not a
That's
home.
a compound.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. I said that is not a home.
It was a resort.
And they
it
said
was unbelievable.
They said there has to be a full staff working every
Yeah,
single day.
yeah.
Like how many staff?
You'd
members?
probably have to
50.
have 50 people there.
Like that is not comfortable.
and you have to have always somebody at the juice bar, at the gym, at
Massage
the
therapist,
spa.
the spa, haircut, people.
And
it
it
is.
I
looks
love the landscaping.
hideous.
It's gorgeous.
It's really nice. It's
It's
not,
a venue. It's
well,
like
you have to
it's
think
not-
what Matt likes. Matt likes like little like.
I
shacks.
like cute.
No, I don't like little shacks.
Yeah, you like little like dingy like grandma like houses.
I like that too, but this is just
Yeah.
mind-blowingly like stunning.
Yeah, oh, I get. Yes, it's mind blowing. Is stunning by the size, but like
I would never like live like I would never want a house that big. I would never live there. Like
Yeah.
but it is beautiful. Like if you walked into a hotel and it looked like that, you'd be like, oh, this is a really nice fucking hotel.
Yeah.
right.
Because that's what it looked like. That's what it felt like when
That
you were
is
walking.
bananas.
There was how many
Holy
bathrooms?
moly.
49 bathrooms.
49.
So y'all got in your 10,000 steps just walking around that
Yeah.
place.
Oh my
100%. Golf. It was a golf course on the roof.
Golf simulator. The movie theater was no joke, an actual Regal cinema.
It was a cinema. Yeah.
It was massive.
Now,
4-lane bowling alley.
did you see every room, or were there points?
There
parts
was
of the house
stuff.
they were like,
it got to the point where we were just walking by
Fatigued.
bedrooms because we were like, okay, another bed, another. We're like, okay.
Oh,
I've seen one. I've seen all 60.
on the other side, like on the same property, on the other side, nightclub.
On the-
Underground
underground nightclub?
A whole space. And it had like the cabanas like in the pool. You could have like, it was definitely probably one of the nicest, biggest nightclubs that you
how's
could
the-
have in
can
LA.
never-
how is the parking? How can you have that?
30 car garage.
Okay.
It's insane.
And then you could fit another like 40 cars in the driveway.
Wow.
It was crazy.
They still haven't sold it though, right?
It's going on sale, I think, like this week.
Isn't there like
But isn't
there like a auction for it right now?
So the person that was building it actually ran out of money and couldn't finish
You
it.
don't say.
Was he with you guys?
No.
Oh,
Was just like, all right, we're going to sell it as it is.
I mean, it's good press for. I'm a little jealous I didn't come see it.
It is pretty crazy.
I would have liked to witness it just to say I have seen it.
Look at us working out at the gym.
Who's gonna buy it?
Like if you're buying that house, that means that you're not making a dent in your account. You know, you're not putting your life savings
It's,
into this.
it's probably
You're
going to be
not-
$1 million a month just to keep up with it.
Easily.
more.
At least.
Yeah.
Paying all the employees and then the house.
I'd rather buy a boat that much because you can go places with that thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's just big.
Isn't it crazy? That's as much as like a good sized yacht.
Yeah.
yeah.
This
Fucking
is somebody
nuts.
that doesn't need to leave their house.
But like,
Who,
the,
like,
para-
who the hell would choose just one yacht over this entire, like, it doesn't make sense.
the
to me.
paranoia and like trust I would have to have just to even have like that many people in that big of a home. Like,
Yeah.
like you'd have to have like just so much security, but everyone's just going into rooms. Like there's no sense
Yeah.
of like management in it.
Yeah.
Nobody is living in it. Nobody is sleeping in that house every night.
No.
No, nobody's bought it yet.
Shit. If I was at least the guy but that guy ran out of money, so he
Yeah.
technically doesn't own it anymore.
We were
I don't get it.
we were saying this instead of someone like buying that and like they live there as their home, it should be like some sort of like membership place where like
Where you gotta buy an
celebrities
NFT
pay
to get
like
into it.
$50K a year to come and they hang out here. Like that seems more of like a appropriate thing to do with this place than
I think-
to live there.
I think they said that was the original idea. It was to be like this socialite kind of LA venue where you would have events and shows performed there and different
Right.
theater
And they have literally they can do all
screenings. Yeah.
Can you imagine
Same.
like you're just in one room or on the whole other side of the house and you forget your phone charger and you're
Oh.
like, gosh, I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. Got to go up to, or you forget your laptop, like a phone charger. I bet every fucking
Going
room
over to
has it.
Zone
Yeah.
B.
But like something you're like, shit, I forgot that thing all the way upstairs
Yeah.
in the house. See you guys later.
Like Heath and I were talking about like if we worked out the gym and then we went back to our rooms to shower and shit, it would be
It'd be like a
faster going to the
15-minute
gym
walk.
and driving home than walking from that gym all
Yeah.
the way to your bedroom.
I can't help but think like there's just shit where it's like they haven't like finished.
Well,
it.
it's still not finished. There still needs to be another like
I don't know how much. I mean, I would say another $1 million, but it's probably another 100 million that needs to go into it.
yeah.
Good grief. Talk about biting too much thing you can chew.
Yeah.
It's too big. But you know what, though? Someone's got to build the biggest home, the most
Yeah,
expensive
there's gotta be
home.
something
There's
like
always
that, you
gonna
know?
be somebody
Yep.
doing it. And I'm not
Capitalist.
jealous. I'm just like, shit.
You know how much the Buckingham Palace is?
$1 billion.
More than that. You can't buy the Buckingham Palace. It can't even
He's
be
not
for
asking.
no,
He's not
it's-
asking.
You
It's like how
have
much
it
it's worth.
It's priceless. I truly think
It's $1 billion, no?
it's
There was like some website that's, I think it was like $1 billion or maybe $2 billion or something.
That's
way
insane.
more than that. Way more.
How big is it?
I don't think it's about the size. It's what it is.
I think I saw that it said it was 1 million square feet.
What? There's no. There's.
Look up.
There's no way.
And a private party
Pull
at
up
the
Buckingham Palace. How many bedrooms, offices, bathrooms? I
And-
think it was 1 million
A
square feet.
million square feet.
And the house we saw was
100,000.
775 rooms.
okay. Look, we
Wow.
got 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, 92 offices, 78 bathrooms.
Wait, only 78? The other house that we
Yeah,
saw,
what are they,
49?
poor?
Yeah, we're fucking peasants.
You don't have money.
Looking at all those peasants outside my house.
Wow.
No way.
See what the square footage is? Almost a million. 828,000 square feet.
Wow.
Daddy, mom, like you couldn't even scream. It would have reached like
Do you remember
50,000 square feet.
Do you remember like big houses back in the 80s had like intercoms in them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like-
you were rich if you
I had
had
I had a friend who like had an intercom system in his house, but like by the time cell phones were invented, it was so dated. So if his
Yeah.
mom is really pissed at us, she would like
Do you
use it.
ever think about when you were younger what you thought was rich? Like that was one of them. If you had an intercom, you were rich. But there was
Interesting.
another thing. I thought people with the refrigerators that had the water outside of it.
That was rich.
Like we thought you
Oh,
were rich.
yeah.
But it's funny to think that. Like it's not.
Or if you had an ice maker in the refrigerator, not the tray full of cubes.
Yeah, like on the outside. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Like you thought.
or
those
if
people
your
were rich.
if your cabinets like match your refrigerator, like the refrigerator matched the cabinets.
yeah.
Oh,
pretty rich,
that's
though.
pretty rich
I
now.
haven't seen that until like recently.
That's rich now. Yeah.
Some kids had that like in
Yeah,
their houses.
that's
I'd be like,
rich.
shit.
a walk-in pantry.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Rich.
rich.
We all
Loaded.
lived with the white fridge era, right?
Yeah.
We all
in
had
the
the white
garage.
fridge. Okay. No, just
Well-
white fridge in your kitchen, like your main fridge.
Yeah, we had
Top
it in the
freezer.
kitchen. We had it in the kitchen, and then you put it in the garage.
Once you get like the new
Oh,
one, like
once you
years
get the new
later.
update.
yeah,
one.
and it's still in there. Sorry,
There was
go
a
ahead.
TikTok where it's like, I always know like if a friend is like rich, if they're like, oh no, when you come over to the house, like come through the garage. Like,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we
like-
did that. We did that.
yeah, like you, like
Oh.
it's this like, oh, this is the entrance of the home. Like, I don't know, you get this like other access. Am I wrong on that?
No,
Wait,
you're
what are
pretty.
you asking?
Come
Like,
through the garage.
My mom's
My
house,
house.
the garage is always open, so
Yeah.
people are always going through the garage.
That's like ours too.
no, that makes sense.
Your parents have your mom has a nice backyard.
Yeah, it's pretty.
She spends a lot of time like making sure, like the plants are nice and like always watering it, weeding. So she like that's her like thing every weekend is
Yeah,
to take care
you
of the
can
backyard.
make a place look so nice just with the
Good
landscaping.
landscaping.
As
Yeah.
long as it's trim, she keeps it trim, watered, everything. It's just comfortable.
She's a big
Looks
orchid
nice.
lady, so she has that shit all over the house.
There's another funny thing about growing up like rich. There was a
trying to think of
a
other
Reddit
things.
section that was for people that grew up into a really like extremely wealthy family. Like when did they realize that things that they had wasn't
Oh,
the same
yes.
for everybody else that didn't have money around them?
Right.
So one kid replied to it and was saying he grew up and he thought that apartments were only for college students. He thought it was just if you had an apartment, you were in college. He didn't know that people live in it, like
there.
families.
Wow.
So he was like, there's a
privilege.
lot of college kids.
Wow.
And then another one was growing up, they had nannies and stuff that would live at the house. And he thought everybody just had that. Like everybody just has their nanny, which is so interesting.
Yeah,
I couldn't
that's
imagine
so
being born into
crazy.
that much money.
Yeah.
And I feel like kids like that live like that, they're the last ones to realize that, because kids that like don't have a nanny, they know much earlier than those kids that have a nanny that there's nannies that exist.
I remember also being confused growing up, like in school. There would be those kids that would go on vacation every year. They'd be gone for a week. And I was like, what do you mean you go on vacation every year? I never understood that. And it was the same kid every year. Every week in May or June or whenever school was, every week in May they would have off because they're going on vacation. I was like, why aren't you in school? Like, what do you mean?
I remember hearing kids in our school would be like, oh yeah, we're going on a ski trip to Colorado. I'm like, you're flying somewhere
what do
to
you
go stay
mean?
and go skiing?
I couldn't wrap my head around
I
vacation.
couldn't.
I saw like a tweet that was like, like it's somebody is like rich or grew up with money when they look you dead in the face and go, do you ski? It's just like, do you ski?
What I was so confused about, and I never understood, was like summer camp. Because I still in my head can't picture summer camp. What I picture is like lake camp or camp lake.
Sleepaway camp. I don't
what?
get.
It doesn't.
You know
It
how
doesn't make sense to
expensive-
me.
It is so expensive
Sleepaway
to go
camp?
to sleepaway camp. Pull up like
Are they sleeping in like cabins and the bunk beds like the movies?
it's a good
Like, what is it
$15,000
Holy.
to go to
for the
sleep.
whole summer?
Like,
Holy shit!
What?
is this a big one that you're pulling up? Yeah. Let's look at the cost of what it is to send our kids away for the full session, for the full camp.
A part of me is like, oh, that's fun. Like my kid will have so much fun. But another part of me is like, oh, this could corrupt.
I didn't
fully corrupt.
I
my
didn't
kid.
realize until I was older, but I went to camp, like summer camp, my entire
You
life.
did. You did summer camp every year?
Yeah.
No
And
way.
I didn't understand that my parents were paying for it. I thought it was just what you did when school got out.
Oh, that's
so I was
funny.
like,
That's what kids
yay,
do.
it's time for summer camp.
Oh, that's
and I didn't know
funny.
my parents were busting their ass saving up so I can go to camp.
How much were they spending on your summer camps?
I don't know. I think it was like a few $100s a month. I think it was probably like $400
You're
bucks a
sleeping
month.
there?
No, it was down the street from my house.
Oh, I did day
We would
camp.
like go to the pool, and then
Yeah.
there'd be like arts and crafts. There would be different
Oh, yeah, I
field
did that
trips.
too.
Oh, but
every
it's not
week.
in like the middle of the woods. I keep thinking summer
I
camp is in the
know.
middle
That's
of the
the
woods.
It
only
was
way.
at Central Park Pools.
Oh, that?
Yeah, summer camp.
That's summer camp.
That is summer camp.
Yeah, well,
That's
then
a-
it's
it's a
also
day
called-
camp.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did
God,
that too.
okay.
That's a place where you drop off your kids and you pick them back up from work.
I'm
like,
thinking so
Yeah.
service level.
Like,
Like,
so Devin, you have, what's the name of this camp?
This is called Camp Meadowlark in Maine, and it's
so this is a
well-known sleepaway camp where you'd go away for like
What is this? A color
4
rave?
weeks.
Okay, look at this. Those are 4-week sessions, $7,000. 8-week session, $12,000.
whoa.
The only time I did camp was 1 week. I think it was we went to New Jersey or something, and it was a mission trip for church.
So they're charging each kid, like if they do 8-week session, $12,000. How many kids are in a summer camp? Like 400?
Oh, yeah. You got to have good food.
We're
good
getting into the
entertainment.
summer camp
You gotta
business.
That's
hire-
insane. But like, you know, how much does it cost for them to even be at this spot? Like, they're completely overcharging these parents. No?
I mean, you
hire
gotta
cooks,
house them. You gotta feed them 3 meals a day. You gotta get snacks. You gotta
Keep
have
them
activities. You gotta
alive.
have.
counselors, all of that.
Okay.
And if you're
Medical.
rich, and if you're rich, you want to send your kid away and they're being taken care of. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
You gotta have a
Because
nurse.
There
all of
could be
that.
like bad summer camps, right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
bet.
got boo boos all the time, and I got no help.
No first aid kit, nothing.
Yeah.
This is the same camp. As I got older, I grew up. I graduated and wasn't going to camp anymore, and I became the counselor. That's when I got fired for putting the kid in the machine.
Full circle. Love that.
Voila.
That's right. That's the type of counselors you get with aquatic
I wonder
summer
if they
camp.
still use your video
I think they do.
to play of what not to do at a. That's really
I'm
funny.
an icon.
Color Wars.
I went to there was one, I guess this was a camp, but this was like a religious camp, but it wasn't during the summer. It was like for like a week and a half where it was all the men on one side, all the women on one side, and it was at this park. and we like there was these houses. I guess it was camp, but I was like maybe like 18, 19, and we'd have to every day we'd wake up, we'd have to pray like all day. We'd have to go to all these
Muslim camp.
The complete opposite of fun.
This is after high school?
That's exactly like
It was
mission trip,
it was something
trip.
it was a mission trip.
That's
it was
what
a
I did,
mission
yeah.
trip. My
You
dad
wake
and
up, you
my
pray.
stepmom like made us go to this thing for religion to learn more about,
Allah?
Yeah. And it just was not fun at all.
There was like a few hundred kids. Everybody ate together. You woke up, you prayed, you ate together, and then you go and worked for the day. Like
Yeah.
you painted houses or whatever it
Yeah.
was, and then you came back and like you prayed together before bed.
Yeah.
You go to bed at like 7 o'clock.
And for all the Muslims listening to this was this specific camp. Do not come for me.
Amen.
You'd be like, that's not what Muslim camps are. Well, this one was.
I didn't.
You woke up, lectures all fucking day, and then you pray, and that's it.
Did anybody go to CCD?
Yes.
And I-
CCD.
Wait, what's
I
CCD?
just said
Wait,
that on Remy
oh my
and
God.
Alicia's
Oh,
podcast.
I thought that was only in Florida.
What's CCD?
Wait, what's CCD
It
stand
was
for?
just like you did it every Wednesday, like Bible
After
school.
school,
Yeah,
Bible
after
school.
school.
Damn, I like this girl in my class. Her name is Isla.
I
In my CCD class.
love you.
Yeah, so I had to take those classes to do. This is when I was going. This is funny. I never talked about this. When I was going back and forth living between my dad and my mom, because they both have completely different religions, and they're both like doing their religious shit with me. So my mom was over here turning me into a Christian, while my dad is like
Making you a Muslim man.
I'm a Muslim on this side of town, but I'm a Christian on this side of town, and I'm keeping a secret. Both ends. I can't like
Hannah
transfer.
Montana.
Yeah, I really had a double life.
Bucky, Kentucky.
So I was taking these CCD classes, and like what's the first thing you do? Criticize? No, criticize. Communion. Catholicize.
Are you Catholic on your mom's side?
No. So I did only
It's baptism, communion, confirmation.
Okay, so
Reconciliation.
reconciliation.
I did the first two. I never completed it, so I'm not Catholic, right?
In a way, I technically
So I
didn't
am.
do confirmation.
So I am. I'm Catholic.
I did confirmation.
I know.
Oh my god. I'm
Wow. Congrats, Zane.
Catholic. Oh, my dad's gonna kill me.
My mom's not gonna kill me for not knowing the answer.
I didn't know that about you.
I don't know.
Yeah. No. I did. I was baptized. They put the water on me. They dunked my head in the
Did
water.
you confess when you were a kid?
I did confess.
What was your confession?
I said,
Between him and God.
yeah, that's between me. I don't even share that
Mine was
shit.
always like, I lied.
Zane just gets like set up.
I was gonna say my sins, but I mean that's between me and God.
I stole.
Forgive me, Father,
I
for I
stole
have sinned.
condensed milk.
You
I would-
stole fizzy lifting drinks. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
I said good day.
No, that was during the time I was probably like I started drinking, so that I definitely said my sin for that, or I confessed for that. I had my first drink when I was 14. It's not bad.
I think I kind of at 15.
15.
First drink.
Yeah.
Bud Light Limes in a church parking lot. Oh,
Oh,
sorry, I gotta go.
Mine was wine while I was eating Jesus Christ.
It was the volleyball courts. It wasn't my church. It was some other church. Get off my back.
That's pretty risque. Bud Light seltzer in a church parking lot.
Bud Light. It was a Bud Light Lime. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, Bud Light Lime. Do they still make those?
Yeah, they
Those
do.
were nice.
Yeah, I was at Cody and Kelsey's place. They were having Bud Light Limes.
I
was
didn't
like,
think they made
geez.
those anymore.
I miss beer.
I know, me too. I
Listen
haven't
out.
drank.
Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
I could pee real quick too, actually. Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this episode, Warby Parker.
Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores, offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, eye exams, and contact lenses.
Their glasses start at just $95, including prescription lenses.
Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy, ships free, and includes a prepaid return shipping label.
Warby Parker has a wide variety of contact lenses available, including AccuView, Biofinity, and you can save 15% on your first order of contacts, no promo code needed.
Their sunglasses, like the ones I'm wearing right now, start at $95 and are available with prescription. Just like eyeglasses, their sunglasses are available through the home try-on program. Warby Parker sunglasses feature premium polarized lenses that are scratch resistant and provide 100% UV protection.
They also have blue light filtering lenses that are now available. They filter more blue light than their standard polycarbonate or high index lenses.
And their styles range from extra narrow to extra wide to fit all face shapes, because I know I have a really, really hard time finding glasses that fit
It's
my
tough.
face nicely. It's really tough,
Yeah.
especially with my face, man. I can't do... my hats, my glasses. I can't find anything to fit my face. And Warby Parker makes it that much easier for me to do it.
Exactly. You get it right to your house. You get to try them on. If you like them, great. If not, send them right back.
So again, try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free. And includes a prepaid return shipping label.
That's right. All you got to do is go to warbyparker.com/unfiltered to check that out. Or if you prefer shopping in stores, they also have retail locations throughout the U.S. and you can find your nearest location at warbyparker.com/unfiltered as well.
Thank you, Warby Parker, for sponsoring today's episode. We love you.
Thanks for keeping us stylish, baby.
Let me see if I agree or don't agree.
But we were talking about other things that we thought were rich growing up. If you had a flat screen TV.
Oh yeah, I had
my-
the back for years.
Yeah,
The big booty bag.
We still got it.
I remember thinking, you remember Lunchables, but it was the Lunchables Mega, where it came with a soda can.
Yes.
They were the
What?
really nice
Oh
ones.
yeah.
Those
thick
kids
pizza
had
crust.
money.
No.
Yeah, it was the deep dish pizza.
Mega kid, man. Mega
Oh
kid.
my
Yes, look at this. Look at
God.
this. And the nachos.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
I've always wanted to be the kid with that got to bring one.
It
of
had
those.
the-
I've
Me.
never even heard
I
of
had
that.
it
You
all
had those? It had
all
the bigger
time.
size candy bar too. It wasn't like the little coins. You remember the little coin chocolates that would come with the mini
Yes.
hot dogs?
Yes.
What? I have
My mom would never.
My
My mom
mom
would
probably went like
never.
this down the
Oh,
aisle.
and you were rich if you had the brownie Lunchable dessert
For
on the
dessert-
side.
Oh, yeah.
No, because the shit was actually kind of expensive.
It
Like,
was.
If you're buying like a bunch of like one for every day for your kids to take to school, it's pretty like pricey.
Five.
Go back,
$4.
click the cola. I need to see what that can looks like so I can remember
Yes.
that.
Oh.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn,
They had a Lunchables cola. Why couldn't they just collaborate with like a fucking soda brand?
Oh,
Why-
the Capri Sun can one.
Yup.
Dude, I had all of them.
do they still
Wow.
have these like the mega Lunchables and the Max?
I don't think there's a mega. This was like the Mighty Kids meal. Like remember
Wow.
like
Oh,
McDonald's?
now they're Lunchables
Oh look
uploaded.
how modern it looks. Oh,
What is that? Lunchables Philly cheesesteak now?
Lunchables uploaded.
Make sure you post about this.
Oh, very good uploaded.
Up-
Ew, it looks like a fucking like I don't know. What
It looks like an Xbox. Or
yeah,
something.
that's what I was just thinking.
Again with the times. I like that. Oh god.
That looks like the boxes you can get on an airplane.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Whoa.
Lunchable Uncrustable rollers.
Look, Mariah, they have
That looks
Uncrustables
nice.
turkey roll up. You don't like that? I thought like you were like anything Uncrustable you like.
No, just peanut butter jelly.
Oh,
I didn't even know other things.
Do you like the
existed.
strawberry jam one?
I do.
Very good.
I do.
Strawberry jam is better.
I didn't even know Uncrustables made other things.
Yeah, what are those? Is that Uncrustable pizza pockets?
Taco bites.
Oh no.
Wow.
They've expanded, pivoted. Imagine being the CEO of Uncrustables. Like there is somebody out there who like they definitely have like test meetings where they're like, oh, this is good. Like,
But it's so simple. It's so fucking simple.
To reinvent a peanut butter and jelly, I'm sure it doesn't make sense. Guys, hear me out. We're gonna make a PB&J that's ready to go. That's a stupid idea, but we're gonna cut the crust off.
well, people already
That's
were cutting the
brilliant.
crust. It's kind of
You know what my mom did? She surprised us, okay, with the stamp to cut our own bread, but it made the same design. She was like, "Here, you want?"
It crimped
that's
the
why
edges
I'm
at the same time.
obsessed with it now because I wasn't allowed to buy it growing
Yeah.
up.
Got it.
So we had
you're-
to stamp it ourselves. I was working.
the thing is that it would taste better. I feel like it tastes better than the ones from the package. No. If you're
Probably not.
making like
hear me out. Sandwiches taste better when other people make it for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a peanut butter jelly sandwich or ham and cheese, if somebody else makes
Something
it and
about
cuts it, but it's identical to how you make it, it's so
That's
much
true.
better.
When my mom, like when I go home and she'll bring me like a turkey and cheese sandwich with Doritos on the side.
oh, it hits.
It is so different.
I just think because for me, I just don't know how to make a sandwich. I put the turkey, I put the cheese, I put the mayo. Why doesn't it taste
Zane,
good?
let's use details. Be more specific.
So I take the bread, I grab the mallow, grab the graham. No, I put good shit in it. I put mayo on the bread, right? And I put the turkey slices, the ham
Put
slices,
it in the air
tomato.
fryer. Put it in the air fryer. Let it
Panini
sit
press
for
it.
No,
2
no,
minutes.
there's no
and
air
then
fryer back then. I'm talking about like
Oh.
just a regular sandwich, right? I put a little seasoning on it, put salt, pepper, right? And then I put it I put the top on, I cut it up, and I eat it. It just doesn't taste like how
hit.
I want it.
Look up how to make a great sandwich on TikTok. There are tons of
Make a
recipes.
great
Oh wait,
sandwich.
I'm not on TikTok. I've done that like on the internet, like
Yeah.
best sandwich recipes.
Yes,
or so-
I've
it's
been
just
doing
a
that now with the
stamp.
air fryer. I'm just like
Am I-
easy
Oh,
air
I
fryer
love
recipe.
the air
Ooh,
fryer.
air fryer sandwiches.
That's
Yes,
the
I made a
stamp.
burrito off the air fryer today.
That's
and
the
it was
stamp
a
you had?
The
breakfast burrito.
silver one. That's the stamp we had.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
Heath, what were you gonna ask? Or I feel like
Oh no, I was gonna say we had a really exciting weekend. We went to the NASCAR Clash at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
how was it? Was the
That
Coliseum
sounds
big
so
enough?
medieval.
I know.
We didn't think it was gonna be
NASCAR
big enough,
Clash
but
at the
like
Coliseum.
it's so like by the time they're making the turn, they're already turning again around. It's so small.
So was it a smaller race than normal? Like a
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
a normal
There's no
like
pit stop.
a normal race is like 2.5 miles usually around for one lap. So like the Daytona 500, I'm pretty sure is a 2.5 mile track. This was a 1/4 mile
Oh boy.
all the way around. Top speed is only like 80 miles an hour.
Okay.
But you have like 23 cars on the track
it was
at
so
once.
tight.
No wrecks.
There was a few.
A few wrecks.
Okay.
But it was so exciting. Just see, I don't know. It was so different than any other race, which is I think what they were going for. They wanted like to spice something up, you know, make it different.
yeah.
I think they're trying to meet a younger demographic for this one. So I think that's why they had it at the Coliseum at USC, and then they had like Ice Cube perform and
I saw Pitbull.
Pitbull.
I
Pitbull
cannot
killed it.
believe I
Mr.
missed that.
Worldwide.
Mr.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Dude, it was so cool to see him.
Was he performing like in the middle?
He was before.
Okay. Cool.
But so one of our buddies actually had
You
a
mean the middle of
box.
the track, or-
yeah, the middle of the track. That's what I meant.
No, so there's no pit crew. There's nothing.
Okay.
There was no stops. The center of it was just kind of like you pull in. Like there was extra tires there. And if you wrecked, you would pull into the center and wait.
Hold
for
on,
the
my
race to end.
ADHD just needs to get this out of my head. Matt was asking if Pitbull performed in the middle, and you said no, the end.
Oh no, like
then-
it was in the in the
Right.
state like
But I just needed that to
on the
like,
bleachers.
get out.
Okay.
On the bleachers. It was like they have this section, like there's a whole patio section in the middle, in like the middle of the bleachers in the Coliseum, and it was like a flat area where
Under
they
the
had-
torch.
So did
Under
the
the torch.
performers stay like in a box near you or anything, or they
So
left?
I think they were still there because we saw Ice Cube when we were leaving. He was in the garage with us.
Yeah.
But we had a box. Our buddy had it and invited us. And I walk out to our little seats and I look over. I go like this and I was like, holy shit. And it was Ashton Kutcher
Get out.
with his kids. And I'm like, what the?
Was Mila there?
Wait, and then
Zane?
Heath goes, Zane, Zane, don't freak out.
Oh no!
And I'm like, what? Because he didn't tell me who was there yet.
Oh,
And he was
man.
like, Zane, look. And I see his Ashton. I was just like, oh my God.
Where's
Oh my
Mila?
God, is Mila there? And then he's like, just keep looking. And then you see her just walk out and she turns and I was like, oh my God, she's right there.
It was crazy.
My number one
Well, what'd you
celebrity
think?
crush,
What'd you think?
right there. Oh, beautiful, beautiful person. She was not the box next to us, but like the one over.
Cool.
So they weren't close enough where you could be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Because like you could like have full conversations with the boxes next to you. Like it's very open. There's only a bar like next to you. But the fact that they were
There's
one box
one more
away,
over.
Right.
There was no like way that there was going to be any interaction.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
fucking
any
sucked.
eye contact?
I think they looked over, but I don't.
I think she recognized me because of the
They
picture
were-
that I
they
posted
were
on my
looking, but
Instagram
they
of me and
weren't
her.
seeing.
Yeah.
I think
who were
I
they
think she
with?
recognized me.
So guess who was sitting right next to Ashton?
Who?
Dax Shepard.
Get out. Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
With their
In
kids.
overalls and like a cutoff shirt.
Of course.
Tattoos just showing.
They were definitely
everything.
there for their kids.
Well, he's a car
100%.
nut and they're best friends because they started like on Punk'd.
And then we turn the other corner and guess who we see?
Who?
Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio. Unbelievable. Do you know those TikTokers are fucking huge? They have over
Massive.
100 million.
I heard of
Massive.
them. I heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
we got to see them.
I walked out to go to the bathroom and Chuck Liddell was right there.
Whoa.
I was like,
Who,
holy
wait, that sounds
shit.
I
familiar.
don't know who that is.
The
Oh, who?
Iceman.
He sounds like a race car driver. Chuck Liddell coming around the corner.
It does. Really, really famous UFC fighter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the Mohawk.
So,
Oh, this was, yeah, I just want to see one lap. Hold on.
What's crazy to me is they're doing this quarter-mile track in 13, 14 seconds.
Oh.
Which is crazy when you think about it because that's a quick straight line quarter mile.
How long was it the entire time watching it?
150 laps.
Okay, but like how
It's like
long?
an hour and a half.
Okay. All right.
So
but
just
after
imagine-
a while, is it like,
well, think of the Daytona. 4 hours. You're just driving around.
well,
and
Daytona
around.
500, I'm going to be like in the trailers in the middle.
We
like,
gotta
oh,
go
I-
to Talladega.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be
We have
fucking
to get
insane.
an RV.
I want to go to another race.
Yes.
Yes,
cool.
please.
It sounds like it would be boring, but the adrenaline rush the whole time is insane.
The vibrations.
And it's the same thing over and over again, but it's so fun.
That's wild.
Oh, I gotta tell you it's what happened to me. So Heath and I both so we meet Kyle Busch, right? The driver.
Whoa!
M&M sponsors him,
Right.
like the big brand attached to Kyle Busch, right? So we got to like see his car. We got to meet him. We got to like just hang out at his like a little spot before he went before he like raced, and he gave us like a jacket, like those race car jackets that had his name and the M&Ms and everything, right? So I'm smoking the puff, like I have the puff with me, so I'm smoking it and I put it in my pocket, right? And and you know those little bags,
silica
packets
that, like, absorb.
that like, and it said literally all over. It
Poison.
says, "Do not eat poison."
Yeah.
So it's in my pocket, but I didn't know it's in my pocket. And I grab my puff and I go, and I feel a ball just hit the back of my neck and it goes down my throat.
Huh?
And I was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "What the fuck was that?" So I checked my pockets.
The bag ripped
was
open, and one fell down in the hole of the
puff.
Oh!
So he sucked it down, and we're thinking he's about to die of this
Like all the oxygen.
Inhaled poison into my body.
And you live to tell
And I was
about
sitting
it.
there, he was like, "Told the puff is gonna kill you one day." And the puff sure was gonna, but like I was fine. I felt fine. But like
Imagine
pretty
that's
crazy.
how you
Like
go.
that's
What a way to go.
Oh,
because
we
as
were
kids, like throughout like childhood, we would see
I
those
was
bags.
scared.
Like,
I was scared to even
as
touch
shit.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I put them on my tongue when I was a kid.
Why?
Because like they stick to your tongue, and we were like, "Look at this,"
Rich kids get bored.
and they wouldn't like fall. That was a really stupid thing. But we would just put like one or two on our tongue, and we'd be like,
You're talking about the pouch or the ball?
"The ball."
And then you just spit it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was I definitely did that when I was probably 6 or 7
Well,
years
you
old.
didn't swallow it, pussy.
I
did.
Shit. Don't ever do that. Gosh,
No.
but I know those every time I see those things, I'm like, I can't believe
Yeah.
I did that.
Well, I
one
got
time.
really lucky and I was fine.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
We almost lost you there.
Dude, imagine
We were
that's how
freaking
I
out.
fucking died. That'd be insane. Yeah, you know those like silica bags? One got in his He was like, "Wait, what? Your friend died?"
Why can't they just put a bag of M&Ms in there? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
bonus.
But yeah, it was a really fun event. Glad we got to go to it.
Yeah.
Did you go?
No.
We were trying to get the both of you to go.
I know.
Remember? We were
I
trying,
know,
we were-
but you said Patricia couldn't go, so I was like, all right.
you know, people say I look like Ashton Kutcher, so I just think that's pretty cool.
Just crazy.
I got that a lot when I was like younger.
I can kind of see it.
You know who he looks like? Me, Ilya, and somebody else combined.
I remember I used a picture of his one time to take it to my hair cutter.
Make me look like this.
Oh,
I did not look like
when
him.
was that? Last week.
I think it was end of middle school when I had my long hair and I
Oh,
was like,
that
I
is-
wanted to cut it and I was like, if I cut it, I want to look like this.
Wait, so did you have the picture printed out?
Yes.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Because you didn't have a phone to show
Yeah,
it.
that's the cutest thing I've
We
ever
would
heard.
print the picture out like color ink. So that'd be expensive. Our parents hated when we used the color ink to
Do you-
print out anything.
Do you remember looking through the book, sitting down?
Yes.
They
That
would
was
just
the
have like
only way
men's
to
haircut.
see the trendy haircuts.
And
you would
never
go
cut
through
it.
and choose it
They
and be
never
like, I
cut
want
it.
It's
this
always some
one.
dude from like 1996. like,
And they never cut it like the picture.
No.
You'd ask for number 8 and you
It's
got
the
fucking.
same cut every time. That's
wow.
What?
Sustainable LA farmhouse.
Oh wait, you know what? I've seen their agriculture architectural digest.
That's what that's what this article
Wow, that's
is.
beautiful. What a nice home.
That's sick.
It must be nice.
Damn.
See, that's nice.
That's a nice fucking home.
That's a beautiful home.
That's probably a $25 million home.
Looks like a fire
Look at those
hazard.
pictures.
I wonder-
Oh my god.
What were the woods imported from?
Damn, must be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Where do they live in Beverly Hills?
It doesn't look like Beverly Hills.
I
It
was
looks
gonna
like
say it does. That's why I
I
guessed
bet they're in the
it.
Palisades. Oh, it's Beverly. Yeah, Beverly Hills.
Nice, Bubba.
they're a type of couple that you just get jealous about. You look at me like, damn.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect couple.
They do no wrong.
I'm happy for them. I'm not like jealous of them.
No,
No fun.
no fun. You can't say anything around
I'm
that.
happy for them. I'm not jealous.
I don't
of them.
get like you're. I'm not like like I don't know what their lives are like.
Not jealous of them. Like, oh god, fuck. Like, it's
I
like
wanna be them.
You're envious of how perfect the both of them are. Like, he's
yeah.
fucking hilarious and a legend.
Oh.
Mila
Sorry.
Kunis is just like this awesome girl, and she's in
Yeah.
like the
Their
best
story
shit.
makes it better how they
Yeah. They're both on the 70s show, and that was like that's something they could like sit there and watch together and like just reminisce those days. That's what I mean.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this episode, SeatGeek.
Live events are back, which means you can get $20 off tickets at SeatGeek with promo code UNFILTERED.
And if you don't know what SeatGeek is, it is a ticketing app that makes buying tickets super simple, and we got the apps right here, baby. Whether it's concerts, basketball, football, festivals, or more, SeatGeek puts tickets from all over the web in one place to make buying super simple.
Which I'm sure was great for the people that went to the Super Bowl this weekend because everybody just got the best deal by going to SeatGeek.com. And
That's right. It's super easy. You just click it right on the app or on the website and just boom, you're going to the show.
And it's awesome because they rate every ticket from 0 to 10 to make sure you're getting a good deal. Green means good and red means bad.
And the best part of all is that every ticket on SeatGeek is backed by their buyer guarantee, so you can shop for tickets with confidence.
And don't worry, babies, we got the hookup. Use our code UNFILTERED for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek.
Again, that's $20 off your first purchase with promo code UNFILTERED. Make sure to click the link in our description to download the app.
Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's episode. We love you.
Yes, we do.
Heath, you said you wanted to talk about a universal control for Apple. What is that?
I think it's the coolest
yes.
thing because it's something we've all like kind of dreamed about, but it seems like
It seems far-fetched.
the equivalent to like time travel.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Or flying.
Like,
Please
yeah.
humor me. What do you mean? Please explain more.
So
You
Apple
let me.
just came out with a new feature. It's called the Universal Control. And basically, if you have a MacBook or an iPad or whatever Apple devices,
Okay.
like next to each other, I can go on my MacBook and just scroll and be onto the iPad and then be onto another Apple device.
Or you can drag
You can
an
drag
image or something
across.
over to the instead of airdropping, you could just take your mouse, click, drag it over
So
to
it's like having multiple monitors now.
Okay.
Like all that are Apple devices, which it's about damn time.
Yeah, it's very
Can you just
cool.
play a video like just
yeah,
watching
because
it?
I mean, yeah, that's cool, but I'm trying to imagine like, okay, what would that be used for? Like, what's
Here,
a good way?
I
to
actually-
Anytime you
I have
airdrop-
a good
Comparing
TikTok on it here.
sidecar.
Yeah.
Here's
There's
it.
one
Here,
where
let's watch this TikTok.
instead of having a bunch of tabs open, like someone had like a document open and they were taking notes on the other one. So they were like typing and then they'd be like, okay, take this.
Look
note.
at this. Okay.
Typing, take this. note.
or
Here's Zane.
or like this.
How do you do
Can
that?
I?
How do you?
All right, can I do
that?
this? Can I do this? Where it's like, is that the same thing as if I'm on a site like, bro, you got to see these shoes, and I go, see them.
Yeah.
Does it work like that?
Yeah.
And
It's
goes
more.
straight
It's
to your
more
computer.
between your own devices.
Oh, okay. You're on my computer, and I go.
Just in terms of your home base of working now
Yeah.
between monitors amongst all of your Apple devices is way more seamless.
Yeah,
than
normally
it's
you'd have
ever
to
been.
buy monitors
Right.
and connect
Yeah.
them
So,
and shit. Okay.
so us transferring stuff like from the computer to the iPad, you wouldn't have to like.
Oh.
You literally would just have it up and you would just drag it over and it's already on this device now. Or you could be like, no, I want it on from my laptop to my iPad to my MacBook. Like it.
It's all seamless.
What a great way to enhance this show.
What a great way to lock us in even more.
I like that. That's cool. Okay. Are we-
And that
well-
to me, that just feels like the future. I don't know why.
okay. Well, I have an iPhone, I have an iPad, and I have a laptop. So
Exactly.
I can do this.
You're rich.
Are we there now? Is it available for me to do that on my? It's like an ad read. So is this available for me to do that on my phone?
Is it out now?
I think it's like probably
Or
in
it's
the
a
beta
concept.
stages.
It's probably going to be like the next update when I.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
whenever it rolls
unbelievable.
out.
How does that freaking work?
What's
So
the new
sick.
name of the update? Is there a new beach they're naming it after or mountain?
I'm not sure.
It's always like Big Sur, Mojave,
Sahara.
Yosemite.
Wasn't it called Lion once?
Yeah.
Lion?
Yeah.
Is
It was
there-
leopard. It was lion, and then it was
Oh.
leopard. Remember when the leopard update happened?
No.
No, that was
Dude,
like
the world went crazy.
we were in middle school when like everything upgraded to leopard. It was a lion,
Weird.
and then it went leopard, and then-
Cool. Let's get into the Tinder Swindler.
Yes. So,
Yes. So-
Matt just watched this show called The Tinder Swindler.
A documentary.
And- it was a
Oh.
documentary, sorry. And he watched it like the night before I did. And he's like, Zane, you have to watch this show. I was like, Tinder Swindler, whatever. He's like, no, Zane, the way they put this together and the way they film it, the way they like cut it. And
So I
everything.
only saw a TikTok briefly explaining what happened. I haven't seen the
you
documentary
saw
yet.
a little, you like kind of like understood what was going on.
So basically, he would take women on dates from Tinder and pretend to be this uber wealthy
Right.
guy.
Yeah.
And you think going in, you're like, I kind of know this story. Like
we
you
all
you think
get
he's
it.
just going to be total image, but no like pull through on his game and his look. But no, like this guy was pulling through in the Rolls Royce and the private jets and all of that.
And he was being very smart and sneaky with it. It's crazy. People like this, they're so smart on one end, but fucking idiots on the other end. And this was the perfect
So
example.
he was
of it.
acting wealthy, and
He acted like for the first girl that they start with, his story is that he's.
Oh, by the way, spoiler alerts.
Spoiler alert, but we're going to kind of dance around it in a way we're
Yeah.
teasing where we're not going to say too much and let you see it for yourself. But he's like, my name is Simon Lviv. I am from the Lviv family, and would show her like the website saying that basically his dad is the king of diamonds. Therefore, he is the prince of diamonds.
What the heck?
And then
Very believable.
Immediately on the first date, he goes, do you want to go to Bulgaria the next day? And the girl was like, yeah, sure. Hops on a private jet with him. Everything.
You're saying after the first date, right?
Right after the first
So
date.
he would like grab a coffee with them at like a hotel, like a nice
Right.
hotel. Like it would have to be an expensive hotel to show them that like, oh, he has money.
right.
And
And
he's dressed to the nines, pulls through with the private jet, goes and stays at all the fanciest hotels. And this girl is just having this wild, crazy
Experience.
relationship with him. And he starts just saying, you know what? I love you. I want to make you your girl. And then sure enough,
after weeks of this is like, it takes weeks of
Right.
work.
and he's always jet setting. So sometimes like he's like, I got to go to this other city. I'll see you later.
And
but
would
you're
do the
still
same thing with
you're still
somebody
my
else.
girl.
Okay.
Makes himself seem like he's very busy because it looks like he's busy. His life looks like.
And now,
he's
mind you,
Sometimes
he
people have
goes,
time.
I'm a diamond guy. So therefore, there are a lot of people who are after me. I live in
Yeah.
a very dangerous world. So I have to be very lucrative and be very secretive with with my money and stuff. Otherwise, people are going to trace it and they're going to come find me.
And any of us would
he
believe that.
Seduce these girls with the narrative,
Right.
fully showing up with like the life of luxury.
But-
But basically,
He would ask
meanwhile,
her
he's
for money?
talking to another girl as well. He would con them, he would get them, and then eventually he would get their trust or be like, hey, I want you to set up a credit card like under my name, but like you tie it to your bank account, and I need you to start wiring my money and start taking out loans for me. Right?
And he does this because he tells them that he's in danger and all his credit cards are locked, and he needs to spend money in other places because they can find him from where he's spending it, where he's like using his credit cards because his enemies. So he will. After all those trips, he would tell the girl, look, I have the money. I will obviously pay you back. Just open a new credit card under your name and take out a loan.
Right.
So I can deposit the cash and I can use the cash because I don't want to be I don't want my name to be
Attached to it,
attached
'cause
to
it could
any
be
building
traced
that
or
he's
whatever.
used. Exactly.
Got it. So how much was the loans that he was having these people take out?
Like multiple loans, but each one would be like $50,000, $20,000,
$100,000.
eventually running these girls dry. And then sometimes he would send them like a check for $250,000, but then that check bounces, and then he's going to the other girl, keeps bouncing these checks. He's basically, it's not even like he's running like a con for his own game. It's a total Ponzi scheme. And if you know what a Ponzi scheme is, it's basically like you're just taking another person's money, spending it
Right.
there, getting someone else's money and spending it there.
Right.
And it's almost like he's just creating his fucking lie, but without any zero
But
gain.
he's actually becoming wealthy because he has to be buying these private jets.
No, he's only wealthy in that moment.
the
that
image
moment.
of wealth. The image of wealth.
Yeah.
Like he's using.
How does he get the jet?
because of the $50,000 that the girl is sending, so he's able to get a private
It's like
jet.
a ripple effect.
It's exactly.
Oh,
So
no.
every picture that he's posting, every single one of those pictures are from each of these girls' money that they're loaning him.
Right.
So he's setting up this lifestyle from all these girls' bank accounts.
And so
Wow.
as the documentary goes on, it starts revealing that this has been happening to multiple girls.
Multiple.
And he's going under different types of identities. Like I am like the king of like the arms deal, the biggest arms dealer in,
Gotcha.
certain part of the country. And it's the way it's edited so well, like the way the text messages go through.
storyline
and
is great.
You
Cool.
really feel like you're holding the phone and like all of this is
Yeah.
happening.
And we didn't I know we said a lot, but you should still watch it because it's so
Oh, I would
interesting.
love
Yeah.
this.
And hearing these girls are foreign, they're not American,
Yeah.
any of these girls that he's talking to. So like hearing the way they're like looking at this and the way they're reacting and the way like their brain is processing everything is so interesting.
Now,
This is what Sophia thought she was going to be doing.
Right.
This is what she was working up to.
Now, here's my thing. My question: do you guys think you have a good like bullshit radar if you were that girl?
100%.
No.
honestly, yeah.
The minute he asked me to start a credit card,
Absolutely not. Who are you?
That is weird.
The
Who are
jet,
you?
I would have like really believed it. But then there's this whole thing where the way if he's this billionaire, why is his Instagram and everything all about like the jet life.
Flexing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's people that are like that though.
Right, but that's always my red flag with like super, super rich
If it's
people.
too much,
it screams
you know.
insecurity, where it's like if you are that wealthy, you do not need to
You're
like
making up for what
aggressively
you don't
show,
have.
Like why? Like
I
why
think-
are you that insecure?
Sure,
You
but
don't have to-
I think people probably got like a little weirded out, had red flags, but I mean, to be honest, I think the girls were probably really excited. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I have a chance of being with this multi-billionaire.
Yeah, I
And
guess it's different for
But
like.
would put that in the back of their mind.
But it's not only that, they were actually falling in love with him because it was weeks of talking.
Right.
Like showing, like the texts were showing, they were getting married. Like the way he would completely manipulate them and
How
make
do
them
you
feel
have
like.
I mean, if you're-
time?
Because that's all he's doing.
That's all
He's not,
it's his
not
work. It's his
job.
job. It's his job.
You
That's
got to
all-
see the documentary.
What
I feel
a
like
that's
all
gotta,
loser.
that's gotta be stressful.
What a loser.
and what these girls do in the end, it's pretty cool. We don't want to say that part, but
Ooh, it's like John Tucker Must Die.
yeah, but it's a really good documentary. I haven't
Where is
seen.
he from?
Originally, his real identity, I think he's from like Tel Aviv, like Israel. But
wow.
Oh,
I want to know how the first one went down because he didn't have anything to flex.
French Montana met the Tinder Swindler.
well, that what's crazy is more and more people keep coming forward now that this story is getting more attention. Where they've like, I know that guy. He did this.
Oh, in the documentary, they were saying he's been doing this shit since he was like 16, 17. Just finding ways to con people.
Well,
they
that's
talk
basically
about-
like catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
compulsive lying is a disease. I
Yeah.
think people once it like works well and it gets them somewhere, they go, I got to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And I love that like they were able to track like everything was everything was on WhatsApp, so everything is like recorded and saved. So you're able to hear all his voice memos, his text messages,
that's cool.
his voicemails like from missing call. It's his behavior is so erratic. It's so entertaining to listen to
That's
and watch.
cool.
Exactly.
It's
He's just like a different breed.
yeah,
That's
but like.
crazy.
That like just hearing the way he was talking, everything is such a huge red flag.
Is he
obviously
like
these
super
girls were
smooth with it? Is it?
no, he was not
No,
smooth.
I mean
with
he's
it.
like kind of like foreign in it in like a way. So there's like kind of like an English gap, kinda. But like I didn't find him charming.
maybe he would have been like smooth if like he was talking in his like native language.
Maybe yes. I think I would. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we just can't see it.
His vocabulary is like a little limited. So you're like,
in,
is that smooth?
in my head, I'm picturing this scam text like, I need money. Set like, you know what I mean? Like you won the Croatian lottery.
No, but it's
send
very,
me
like,
a gift card.
It's very like, I love you, baby. You're so beautiful. Can't wait to cuddle and hang out. Like that kind of thing.
And some girls just fall for it.
Yeah. And some of the girls, the last thing I'm gonna say, and some of the girls weren't even girls that like he was trying to pretend he's in love with. Some girls are just like he became really good friends with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
It didn't work
interesting.
out, but you know the girl was like, you know, he's really fun and cool. So they just
And
stay
that's all
friends.
he needs. He doesn't need the
Yeah,
relationship.
and he actually
just needs the
spends
money.
more time. Like
Wow.
he spends more weeks gaining their trust when they're friends. So
He ends up buying the one.
Oh my god.
he cons his way all the way to buying the one.
Wow.
Was he
that would be
ever
a
paying
story.
anybody back?
we don't want to say that.
Okay,
that's
I'll watch
I
it,
think
I'll
that's
watch it, I'll
something
watch
that we want you to like watch.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think, yeah, you gotta
Wow.
watch it.
What a Looney Tune.
But like, it makes you really think of like how fucked up the world is. By then, you're just like
Like that's his lifestyle. That is
Yeah.
I think
embarrassing. Aren't you embarrassed?
con artists are so interesting.
it's like because it's not really that illegal. Like it should be illegal, but it's not that illegal.
Because if you're always on the go and you keep doing it over and you complicate it, you convolute
You
everything you're doing. So
master it.
anybody who's trying to trace you down, it's like one thing after another.
You're
and it
always
gets
one
so-
Yeah.
step ahead.
exactly.
Even like a less scale, the people who do the cup game on the street and
Oh,
take
like
your
the
money.
Monty, 3-card Monty?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can never, well,
It's so because they have a way to rig it so you won't win.
you know, okay, so should we explain it? The 3-card Monty
So
is
yeah,
basically-
Yeah,
it's
what is
the-
that?
It's 3 cups and there's a ball under 1 cup.
Or
And-
they have like cards and like there's always like a
right.
little
You have
bit
to
of coin.
follow. You have to follow the cup or follow
Yeah.
whatever one, and then they mix it up, jumble it, and you have to say which one it is. And they build your trust. You get it right a couple times,
But what
and then
they do is though they'll have a friend nearby that like you're watching someone play and it's their friend and they'll make it seem like the guy just won a
Yeah.
shit ton of money and you were guessing exactly where it was. So then he has to pay out this guy a couple $100 and you're like, shit, well, I knew it was.
I
I'm
can
going to
do
do
it.
it again. And they do it. And just because that guy got it, like that's what hooked you is you
Right.
watch someone win.
You know
and then
what?
you end up paying out $100 $200.
I watched
Wow.
a friend blow through like $300 doing that game. One
Really?
time.
On the
Crazy.
street?
No, at a strip club in Dallas.
I am all for the hustle. That is my motto, but that is wrong.
That's your
I hate
motto.
that. That's why I'm a motto. Yeah.
There you go.
I don't like that.
It's kind of like the Carnival games too.
They're not rigged. I worked at them.
Yeah, they're kind of rigged.
They are
Mariah.
kind of.
You
they
can
had to
win
be.
every
There's
single
just
one.
tricks to it.
Yeah.
You know what was rigged?
I stand by that.
That fucking brick game. You guys know what I'm talking about.
The
In
one where the
mall,
brick stacker?
The brick stacker where the lights are
that
going
was
like
so-
this.
yeah,
That shit would
that's
hit
bad.
and then jump.
Yeah, where you'd hit it. Literally, you would hit it and then it just.
I feel
Wait.
like now because of the internet, all those games are now giving out the shittiest prizes. Like when we were kids, it was like an Xbox.
Yeah, it was like
And
fucking crazy
now
prizes.
it's just like, I don't
A
know.
Slinky.
Like, yeah, a Slinky or like a $3 iTunes gift card. You're like,
Heath and I
okay.
went to an arcade recently.
Yeah.
And that game where you press the button and the ball drops down and the wheels going around.
Yeah.
And there's like one slot for the
Yeah,
jackpot.
yeah.
We hit the jackpot once each.
I was timing it to go around and I would drop it and it would just and it would suck right into the jackpot, getting in
We
it
could
to
not
land without.
believe we actually
It was
hit it.
Okay,
we,
so-
we got so many points. It's ridiculous.
You won. You
we
got
spent
the
like
prize.
maybe 30 minutes at the arcade. We walked out with like 3,000 points,
Which is $30 usually.
which is insane.
But every
But we're
one ticket
saving
is
them.
one
We
cent.
didn't-
we can get some good shit.
I know, we're saving up. I don't know for what, but we're saving up.
They have a Mini Cooper there. We're trying to get.
They have a trumpet.
That would be pretty insane. Like
Plastic.
imagine walking in Dave and Buster's and there's always a car there where
Yeah.
someone can win. You would have people like that would get.
No, they should just get
That
other
is so
prizes.
smart. Imagine people.
They wouldn't.
They would up their like sales and
I
their-
would try to win it.
That is the
Yeah.
biggest scam. Like you
No,
just.
someone is gonna win the car.
No, I know, but it's the bit like prizes. Arcade prizes are the biggest scam because it's just like
it's-
you're spending so
Because
much
like
money.
a coin, like I don't know, like one token at Chuck E. Cheese was like 25 cents, and one ticket is 1 cent. So if you're able to like earn it back in a way,
Right.
Yeah.
like some people, because if you're winning like 5 tickets on something, like you just lost a lot of
It
money.
is good. You're spending like $10 on the card, but you get a nerd rope in the end.
Yeah.
Which
Pretty-
is 50 cents.
but
What a
you're still
shame.
excited to cash those.
Yes.
I just
Ooh,
won
it's
this.
like crack.
Like, no, you
Even as adults,
Overpaid.
you're looking at that wall and you're just like, I really want that. When you could literally just walk out the Dave and Buster's and get it right at the
hey,
corner.
did,
I could
did you
buy
guys
Dave
ever?
and
Did you ever
Buster's.
go to like arcades when you were a kid? But one kid's dad was just wicked at all of the games.
The claw machine.
Like my dad was never really good at the games, but my friend Sam, his fucking dad, I would always look over and it was just tickets, tons.
I think that was my dad.
I missed the tickets coming out. Now it's just points added.
yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
it. It's
It
not
doesn't feel as
fun.
good.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I like it.
I
It's
just
kinda
love
like-
Easy.
playing. I really don't care about the tickets. I love playing arcade.
Let me just
games.
throw the skee ball.
Yeah, I love skee ball.
We should go. You guys want to go to Dave and Buster's?
Yes.
There's a better place.
There is.
No, I like round one. I
Round
do
one
like
is
round
cool.
one. Yeah.
Wait,
It's in Burbank.
round one.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the one up, the one up.
The one up?
The one up. I thought you were talking about because
That's like
That's like more like a
arcade.
bar.
Yeah, it's arcade.
Round
There's
one
like
is
not
just
much.
like Dave and Buster's. There's a bar. There's bowling. There's food.
Oh, they have bowling too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Cool.
But sometimes when you were a kid, you were just at an arcade, you just hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
It's nothing more depressing. Like you don't even understand the concept of money, but you're just like
You're done.
you're there with just a small thing of tickets that you're watching.
Because you're supposed to be having fun playing the games, but
Yeah.
the kids are so focused on how many tickets they're gonna
I
get.
get anxiety now, like thinking about the times as a kid, you just see a game and you're like, I only have 2 more tokens, I can't play it. It teaches you life. When you're at an arcade, you're like, well, you spend it all. That's life. Like,
That's
you're like,
good. But all your friends have like 30 points left where they're just.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this episode, Noom.
Unlike other restrictive diets or workout programs, Noom Weight uses psychology to empower you with the practical knowledge and skills you need to build smarter, more sustainable long-term habits and behaviors.
Their psychology approach is based on scientifically proven principles like cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps people understand their relationship with food and why they eat the way they do.
And Noom doesn't believe in restricting what you can or can't eat. Instead, Noom gives you the knowledge and wisdom you need to make informed choices that not only fit your lifestyle, but also help you reach your goals.
And remember, an off day is totally okay. It won't set you off course. Noom Weight gently helps you get back on track.
Baby, you're the boss. You decide how Noom Weight fits into your life, not the other way around.
And you decide how much time you want to spend on the app. 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, that's all you need.
More than 75% of users complete the program, and more than 60% of users lose 5% or more body weight by 16 weeks. And more than 60% of users engaged with the program keep the weight off for a year or more.
And as you know, Zane and I are on our fitness journey right now, and it can be very difficult, but thankfully we have Noom to help guide us through and make better habits.
Exactly. So make sure to join us on our journey and sign up for your trial and get psychology-based support and motivation to reach your goals at noom.com/unfiltered.
Again, that's noom.com/unfiltered to sign up for your trial.
Thank you, Noom. We love you.
Yes, we do.
So Heath and I, we have a Valentine's Day campaign coming up for Cremota, and we are
We're going to be doing another little gifting.
gifting to all the
Stuff
to all our
About time.
to all our lady friends. You're part of that group, Mariah. So be prepared for what we have for you. It's gonna be very exciting. You're gonna want to take your phone out because it's gonna be something crazy.
It's going to be something.
So
Y'all go to Mila Kunis's house.
right. All I need is our address and we'll show up. I was hitting up I was thinking of all the girlfriends that we had, so we could like stop at their houses and drop off the package and do our thing. And so I'm going through the list of guests that we have. I was like, oh, let's do the people that we have out on the show. And of course, Whoa Vicky comes up like, oh my god, we should send Whoa Vicky.
No brainer.
Yeah.
No
Cremota
brainer.
package. That'd be so funny. And I text her like, hey Vicky, miss ya. Heath and I want to send you a Cremota package. Are going to be around on the 14th. And she texts us back.
It's funnier to look at the text.
I'll put it up. She
Okay.
texts us back and goes, what's that? I gave her everything she needed to know. I said, we're on Valentine's Day, we're giving gifts to our lady friends. On the 14th, will you be home? We want to drop it off. What's that? What's what, Vicky?
What's that?
And on top of it, she moved back to Atlanta.
She said she's not available. She moved back.
Shit.
She
You should-
came
you
here and
should-
she said, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
yeah.
She said I moved to Atlanta. Is that what she said?
Mm-hmm.
You should go, where's that?
What's that?
What's that?
Where's that?
I just feel like she's constantly trolling.
Dude.
Like, I feel like she saw that and just snickered, what's that?
She's the funniest person.
She's a mastermind.
Master, really, fucking genius.
Oh, have you guys heard about the new Pinocchio movie?
yeah.
No,
And
I
have you heard
haven't
about
heard
the
of it.
voice of the new Pinocchio?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait. There's a new Pinocchio movie coming out.
Is it a cartoon?
It's under Lionsgate. Look up
Is that it?
Pinocchio trailer.
Is that it?
It's animated, but it's
It's
realistic.
animated. It's animated, and it's like Pinocchio True Story is being memed to hell. That one.
Oh, no.
So play the trailer of that one.
Your name will be Pinocchio.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
They kind of sound like Devin.
Oh my gosh! Wait, Devin! Devin, do it!
Devin, repeat that
Devin,
line,
do
please.
it!
Oh my god.
Wait, Devin's gonna
Go
nail
back.
this right now.
I think if we just play that one line, it should be fine. I don't think it'll catch
on
that.
my own.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own?
Wait, Devin, do more like a own.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own?
Devin, that's good.
Are you the voice of Pinocchio?
Surprise!
We's in the juice.
That's a.
That is.
Wait, did you just say?
We's in the juice.
Do you know who the real voice is?
Yeah.
Like
Who?
Goofy.
So
Goofy.
Pauly Shore.
Polly Shore.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was in Extreme Goofy movie.
Or in the first Goofy
and then
movie.
Also, yeah. And Encino Man.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
the Leaning
Jit
Tower of
Booth.
Cheese.
Leaning Tower of
Smoke yeah. But
He
yeah,
is so
Pauly
funny.
Shore for the voice of Pinocchio. I have
Very-
Oh wait, that's Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Yes. Who's the voice of a Lionsgate Pinocchio film?
Why did
It doesn't make sense.
I don't get it. I
I
feel
think
like they're
for this
trolling
reason,
it.
for people to be like,
Yeah.
What?
It seems like
They're
Lionsgate?
sorry. They're trolling it as it like
I think they just pick somebody really random that people be like, what the fuck? Why is this? This is so interesting to get people to talk about it.
I think so. I feel like they realized they had a bad movie on their hands and they were like,
Let's
"All
make it worse."
Let's make it worse.
Mariah, what were you saying?
Lionsgate put that clip on and they captioned it the yesification of it all.
Oh, boy.
Oh God.
Why does it look like the animation?
The animation, like they're missing, like they're, you know how like when you watch an animated movie, it flows smoothly, like a really good animated movie. This one, they're missing the like it's
choppy.
choppy. It's choppy.
We need to see the new Disney Pixar film, Encanto.
I do have to see it because every song from it is stuck in my head.
I know.
What's Encanto?
We don't care about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno or family roundup.
Yes, family roundup.
I'm guessing they're TikTok sounds.
The kids that I teach, they requested that I play the whole soundtrack. And I was like, all right. And they're good, but they are drilled into my head like glued and I can't get them out. So I have to watch it.
All right, so let's watch it. Let's watch it tonight.
After this, I'm gonna have my sweet potatoes
Oh.
and asparagus.
Ooh, wait, sweet potatoes sound really good right now.
Guys, you have to see what I ate. You guys, this was my dessert last night.
Dessert.
Oh gosh, we were watching Euphoria.
Matt looked at me with disgust. Okay, so
Dessert.
so me and Ilya went to the grocery store and I was able to buy like Ilya approved snacks, right? Because I have to have like my snacks just like, just a little bit, and I'm not eating the whole bag. I'm having like a serving. So on the back it says 13 crackers as a serving. So I'll have 13 crackers and that'll be my serving, which is like fine.
A 1, a 2.
I would count
3.
A 4.
I'll count it. So I had my approved gluten-free crackers with sugar-free jam. So I was like eating chips and
Oh,
sauce.
it was jam.
It was
in the dark. I thought it was ketchup.
Oh no!
Sorry, I was looking at you with more disgust. I'm like, you're eating chips and ketchup.
No, it's sugar-free jam. So it was really nice. It was like salty with a little bit of sweet.
That sounds good.
Oh, that's
And
not bad.
it was really nice. Like I just really appreciate food now. It's like good. Like I would eat like a whole tub of ice cream, like Ben and Jerry's ice cream. That one whole thing of those is like fucking 2,000 calories.
But don't you feel good having self-control now? You've been doing much better.
I have.
We went to a restaurant and, the people we were with ordered dessert and they ordered appetizers and we got our little grilled chicken.
Salad, no dressing.
And we didn't touch anything.
A table of girls requested a shot, like ordered me a shot. The shot came, didn't even drink it.
Very good.
Job.
But when dessert came out, I took my spoon and went.
No.
He got in the
little
mousse.
nibble, a little nibble.
It's okay.
A little nibble's okay.
You wake up 3
my
pounds
fix.
heavier this morning.
Probably. But yeah, it's really hard, and it's for the next 2.5, 3 months. It's fucking insane.
Mind over matter. You guys are
Exactly.
good. You're not as cranky as I thought you would be.
Oh no, we're cranky. We're just hiding in this. We're hiding in this episode.
Well, you're very good at hiding it.
We're trying our best.
Oh, Heath and I were on one. Remember a couple days ago? Heath had road rage.
Oh, no.
On the road?
But you know what? I was in a bad mood too. So I was sitting there. I was like, "Hey, I get it."
Well, no, it wasn't at a person. It was at myself.
it was at himself.
Like 45 minutes from home. We had been out all day. So we have our breakfast, lunch, and dinner picked out. So if we don't have it with us, we can't eat. So I was like starving, very irritable. And I was just like, I had to pee on top of it. And I just wanted to get home. And there was crazy traffic. And I couldn't see what was going on because we were leaving the event. And traffic was pretty bad. So we get to this light, I turn, and then as soon as you turn, it went to a fork in the road to get like 2 separate highways, and the GPS didn't update. So I was like, shit. So I just stayed where I was, but I was supposed to get onto the other lane. And then it had me loop all the way fucking back around and do this whole thing in traffic that I just did. And I literally was like, motherfucker. And I was so mad because then we had to go back and do it all over again.
And
I was
just
like,
hours before that, we're in the box for NASCAR all day, and you should have seen the food that was in this.
We're talking pulled pork sandwiches.
I heard you guys held back though.
We
You didn't-
did. I had 3 carrots.
Did y'all not drink
3
at all?
carrots.
No.
Oh, I could
Water
I
the
could
whole
not
day.
watch cars going around a track without
Water
having a
the
damn
whole
beer.
It makes it worse
know,
smelling
you-
it.
I was watching Emily in Paris, and the guy was like, "Let them eat cake," and I know that line, from Marie
Hamilton.
Antoinette, but I thought she was saying, "Let the meat cake," like
meat cake.
Let the meat cake. I was
I'd be
like,
like, let
huh?
Oh God.
That's what I heard in my head, but like I know what the line's
That's
from.
kind
But I
of
was
gross.
like, what?
Think about
That's
it.
funny.
Let the meat cake.
Ugh.
I know. I like.
Do you guys get a lot of TikToks of people eating the raw meat?
No.
Is that just mine?
I think you're spending too much time watching that TikTok.
Oh,
It
Do you like
gets
the
me.
Liver King?
It gets me every single time, and now more and more people are doing it, and they're just eating just raw red
Oh,
meat.
no.
Chewing
Yuck.
it, pushing bone marrow out, like
oh.
and they go like this, and it jiggles out the bottom, and then they just take.
I'd
and they're
rather
eating it.
I'd rather
It
hear
just-
Zane's poop story again.
I hate the people who are like eating maggots on a live, but
Ew,
they never
they
end up
never-
eating it. I spent fucking 10 minutes watching one of those.
No,
on live.
I always get stuck with the arcade ones with the tower, the coins in
Oh,
the tower.
they get ya.
and then
I saw
the-
one ping pong guy nail it one time, and I was like,
Oh,
yes!
that-
Like, I was like, I'm never gonna
I was
watch
here
one
for
of these
this.
again.
On the
That's
live?
cool.
I witnessed it. I was like,
man.
woo!
How long were you watching before it happened?
Oh, like a minute and 30 seconds.
Oh,
like, I
that's
got in
crazy.
at a good time, and it was coffee. It was like dink, dink, donk, doop, dunk, dunk,
Oh
boom,
my
and I was like,
Matt was sitting there sending gifts. He
No,
probably sent
I-
$50 worth of
right.
gifts. Just
Only-
Win
yeah.
a lottery.
it was the only time I've ever commented, woohoo! Like,
I really want to watch that TikTok that I sent you, where I was like, once we lose all this weight, this is gonna be Zane. I need to see it again. Did you show Matt it?
I
this
didn't show Matt it.
It makes me so happy because I just picture Zane doing this skinny and ripped.
All right, he says that this is gonna be me once we're ripped. Like
It's
these are the
so
TikToks I'll be
good.
making. These are the TikToks I'll be making. Look at this one.
It's so good. Like he's so good at it.
Yeah, that's all you. That's funny.
You have to learn that whole routine.
That's
100%.
Scott right now.
Yeah.
100%. All right, well,
this was fun.
That
Matt
was-
wants
that
to eat
was
pizza.
fun.
Mariah wants to eat pizza. Heath and I, we're gonna eat our fucking asparagus and crackers and jam.
Did you have your dinner yet? Or you just did
I know. I
breakfast,
ate it
lunch?
all.
Good.
Oh, so
Oh,
you're
you
done.
had-
I'm done for the
You
day.
had your lunch and dinner?
Yep.
And he's good. He's gonna go to bed.
How'd you
and
eat
that's it.
both?
I ate them both at the same
Oh,
time because I was so hungry. I
Oh, you're
doubled
the
up.
spaghetti one?
No, I had
That one is good to eat
I had the
together.
turkey. I had the turkey one, and then I also had the chicken and sweet potato asparagus.
Yumma. Is it good?
It was good.
Good
All right,
job,
cool.
honey.
All right,
It,
so
it gets the job done. You know what? I'm just putting nutrients in my body
Yeah.
to keep me running.
That's good.
cool.
Oh God, I hate it.
I'm happy for you guys.
That's hot.
All right,
Wrap it up.
Make sure to check out Cremota Coffee. We got K-Cups, bagged ground coffee. We got a bunch of different flavors: cinnamon French toast.
Fajitas.
I got food on my mind, baby. Tahitian vanilla. We got a bunch of good stuff. Cremota.com. And then we also have mugs, hoodies, whatever you want to get.
you can check out this podcast every Monday on audio form on Spotify.
Whatever.
And then you can check out the video form on youtube.com/Zane and Heath every Tuesdays.
That's right.
Tuesday.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to add before we
Oh, follow us on Instagram,
Oh yeah, sure. Follow us on Instagram. Guys, we have Instagram pages. You knew that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, follow our socials.
Did you know that? Follow our social.
Jesus. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Smash that thumbs up.
I
button.
can't even promote myself.
You got 5 seconds. Hit that like button. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
This is our most liked video. We're like, it works.